Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm not actually going to be driving a single tank. So in this video, it's going to be Alice. It's a replay sent in by Alice the Great. He's on my Discord and he also follows the channel. And he's also been featured on this channel before. If you remember back a month ago, I think it was, that a T110 E5 video came up on the channel that was a 10,000 damage game. This is the same person, and he's sitting in AMX 5120 game, a tier 9 French medium tank, which used to be a heavy tank, which is now a medium tank. And he's also mid-tier on Redshire. I believe this is what that map's called. So yeah, he's driving the AMX 5120. Now the 5120, as the name suggests, gets a 120mm gun. It's a 4-round autoloader that does 400 damage per shot. And the clip reloads in 35 seconds. It has an inner clip reload of 2.7 seconds, and its potential damage for its clip is 1,600 damage. So pretty good. And the DPM of this tank is 2,132 because it fires 5.33 rounds per minute. And also this tank gets 40 rounds of ammunition. Along with it doing 400 damage, it gives it a potential damage of 16,000. Now the aim time of this tank is okay. It's 2.7 seconds. And accuracy is 0.35. It has a gun depression of 9 degrees, and gun elevation is 11 degrees. Now, armor of this tank, what's armor? That's how this tank looks at armor. Basically, I'm going to be telling you the hull and turn armor, because the hull and the turn armor are identical. So, on both the hull and turn armor, 100 at the front, 80 at the side, and 60 at the back. And the tank also gets 1,750 hit points. It gets a lot of hit points for a tier 9 medium tank, just because it used to be a tier 9 heavy tank. But it kept its hit points, which is very nice. What actually makes this tank feel more like a medium tank is because how fast it is. It goes 65 forward and 20 reverse. It also has a power to weight ratio of 16.66. Its track transverse speed is 32 degrees a second. Turret transverse speed is 32 degrees a second. And its view range is 390 meters and signal range is 750. And concealment is nothing to gloat about. It's 7% while stationary and 4% while moving the tank. And that's it about the tank stats. Now, let's actually talk about some gameplay. So, by the time it took me to talk about gameplay, he's picked up almost 2,700 damage, and the game is half over. Both sides have picked up 7 kills, and this is before crossplay, if I remember correctly. And now he's putting 2 shots into a T57 heavy. I think this is before crossplay. I want to say that. Yes, it is before crossplay. There is no Xbox players. So this is before crossplay. That's all I gotta say. Before update 5.0. And now, the 5120. The tank is giant. And it has absolutely no armor. I know on PC this is one of the least played tanks, and it also has one of the lowest win ratio on PC. But I don't know about on console. The reasons it was like the least played and lowest win ratio is because it's huge. It's huge. It has 0 armor to speak about. Its inner clip reload, which is pretty bad. And how long did I say inner clip reload? It's 3.33 seconds, which is really bad. That takes forever. when he's unloading his clip, it just takes forever. And while you're unloading your clip, with an autoloader, this is how you want to play an autoloader. Basically, you want to have your clip loaded and wait until especially when an autoloader has no armor, you want to wait until the enemy tank fires and then pop around the corner and put all your shells into it, then back away. But with the 5120, it takes you 10 seconds to put 4 shots into the enemy tank. Now, 10 seconds, that's a long time. That's a long time you are in front of enemy tanks. And you're big, and you have absolutely no armor. So that means that you're more likely going to get shot a lot of times. So you're just going to get shot. And you're going to lose your 1,750 hit points really, really quickly. And that's why you don't really see, like, 5120s out. Because it's huge. And her clip reload is long. And no armor, basically. It's just because it's big. This is a big tank. He was just fighting a Tiger II. I think that was the Tiger II or E75. Either way, he's actually taller than that tank. And I think he's actually longer and wider. Tiger II and the E75s are actually pretty big tanks. But this 5120 makes them look kind of small compared to it. So, it's also really hard to hide. If you remember correctly, the concealment of this tank is not good. It's 7% while stationary and 4% while moving. Which is not something you want to hide. It's not a very good tank to hide in. So, but Alex is forgetting all of that and making this tank work. He's already picked up 7,400 damage. But he still has 464 hit points. Alex is playing this tank really good. And also, things are falling into position really nicely for him. What does this also, DPM, like I said earlier, was 2,132, which makes it have a good DPM. Makes it pretty powerful. I mean, at tier 9, that's okay, but 2,132 DPM is still nice to have when you're fighting like 7s and 8s. It's really nice, especially when you have your autoloader. But yeah. Also, the question is, before the Kronwagen and before the machine, there was only 2 tier 10 autoloader heavy tanks in the game. The 57 heavy and the 50B. The 50B, most people looked at the 57 heavy and was like, why would I want a 50B when I can just drive a 57 heavy? It's got the armor, it's got better reload time, it's got better DPM, it's got more hit points. Why would I play it? Same thing with the 54E1. It's smaller. It's okay in its armor department. And it also has shorter reload time, I think it is. I don't remember. But I do remember when I played the 54E1, this is back then, really long time ago, like 3 years ago. I know in the past, the tank has been buffed twice in the past since I had it. I remember the pin used to be terrible on the 54E1 and on the T69. But other than that, the 5120 does not beat the 54E1 out in many ways. I mean, it's got the speed, it's got penetration. What else? This is the question. It's like, why would you want to drive the 50B? Why would you want to grind up there? The tier 9's not good. Just the question is why. But Alex is forgetting all of that, like I said earlier, and just playing it. He may be grinding for the 50B. Who knows? He may be one of those people that want to collect everything in the game, like I am. I kind of want the 50B. For some reason, I just want the 50B. I had the 57. I have all the tier 10 autoloader heavy tanks in the game. I have the 57. I have the machine. I have the Kranwagen. Just bought the Kranwagen too. But for some reason, I just want the 50B. Probably just because it's speed. And when Let's Talk About Tanks came, and they only changed the class from heavy tank to medium tank, people are like, why? This tank needed so much more. And you can also see the 5120 picking up speed right here, which, holy crap, he just went from 0 to 55 instantly. Which is insane. Speed. Tank has speed. And it's really nice for speed. I kind of just want the 50B just because how fast it is. And it's 4-shot autoloader. And speed. It's basically it. And that's it. Even without a premium count, he made 90,000 silver. Did 7,410 damage. Aced the tank. And got a top gun. And a whole bunch of ops completed. And that's what a good player could do to a bad tank. In the right hands, in the right situation, can make a tank shine. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also remember to SLAPAFISH because of all reason. And peace out. See ya.